Let's go, Matt.
Hey, I'm Matt, and
What's up?
here's some things that have been on my mind recently. There's this girl who's into me, and I can tell because she won't stop emailing me. And it's the same excuse every time. It's always, "Hi class, this is your weekly assignment." Or, "Class, here's the time and location of your final." I usually ignore those emails. It's the oldest trick in the book. Look, I'm tired of playing games. If you're into me, come talk to me. It's easy. Speaking of easy, sometimes I just feel like dropping out of school and becoming a billionaire philanthropist. And I know that sounds like a cop-out. I know that's like what all the poor kids are into. But I just feel like there aren't enough billionaires in the world. And I'm willing to take the hit to become one. Now when I say that, a lot of people come up to me and go, "Billionaire philanthropist? Isn't that what the guy in Iron Man is?" No. The guy in Iron Man is a billionaire playboy philanthropist. And when I'm rich, I'm not going to need some magazine as an excuse to be naked. I'll be a billionaire. I'll be naked wherever I want. Besides, I've never been a big fan of Iron Man, an entire superhero based off a household appliance that gets the wrinkles out of your clothes. Not that impressive. I'm going to switch gears a little bit here. Recently, just out of the blue, my mom will randomly text me, "Hey, hon, are you cold?" No context, no prior conversation, just, "Are you cold?" And I know that's like a big concern for a lot of moms, probably right up there with he'll get bad grades, or he'll get a girl pregnant, and my son just joined the Crips. My mom's a Bloods fan. But I've been trying to figure out how she arrived at that text. Like, she's sitting at home thinking to herself, I wonder if he's cold. I doubt he has access to a heater. I can't remember if he brought a jacket with him to school. And I doubt he knows that if he's cold, he can run around and do jumping jacks to warm himself up. So to recap, no heater, no jacket, incapable of exercising to warm myself up. Like, I think her conception of me is like of a homeless man with polio, essentially. And usually I text back no, because it's rarely ever cold here. But one of these times, I want to text back yes, just to see how she'll react. But I have to be careful, because moms are powerful beings with a lot of influence, especially when their children are in distress. So I don't want to be like in class and she texts me, "Are you cold?" And I text her back, "Yes." And then the next thing I know, SEAL Team 6 busts in, takes out my professor, and hands me a jacket. Like, "Hey son, your mom said to give this to you." Like, I don't want to be a disturbance to society, you know? But in all honesty, moms, we love you and appreciate your work. Thank you. I'm in school because I want to get a higher education, which I think means I'm supposed to drop acid while I'm learning. I'm not sure. But what if that was the slogan for higher education? What if it was just, "No child left on high"? Like George Bush is on the podium. It's time we come together as a nation to truly ensure that no child is left sober. Not a single child. You look out the window and there are trucks unloading substance at every major university in America. Teachers everywhere panicking because too many of their students still look focused. That would be an interesting society. But in all honesty, I don't do drugs, mainly because I'm legally bound by the DARE pledge I took in 4th grade. And I've never needed drugs, really, because a lot of the times I naturally think like I'm high. Like I'm into things like philosophy and world peace and eating butter by the block. So there's really no reason for me to do drugs, ever. But I do think that people who do drugs can sometimes have a good perspective on life. Like a lot of people who do drugs are into peace, they're into interconnectedness, they're into Girl Scout cookies, which is great because they're teaching our little girls about entrepreneurship, and I support that. So I have a slogan, and it's, don't be a pothead, just think like one. And it's a little something I like to throw in all my job applications. That's pretty much it for what's been on my mind recently. I'm Matt Sy. Thank you guys for listening.
Girl Scout cookie. Whoa, whoa.